stars. So with aliens today, you are going to be looking at the learning objective to use a range of generalisers. You've already done your story maps this week, looked at the vocabulary, and then yesterday what you should have hopefully completed is looking at the features of non-chronological reports. So what we're going to do today is you are going to try and identify which generalisers are in the text aliens, and then try and write sentences about the creature you wrote about the other day. So I know that Alfie wrote all about dragons. I wrote an example all about unicorns, so I'm going to continue writing about unicorns today. And I'm going to choose a paragraph to write about. So I could write about their appearance, I could write about habitat, where they live. I could write about hobbies, what they do in their spare time. I could write a fact one. So I think I'm going to choose to do a paragraph about what they do. So I'm going to give a subheading to my paragraph called hobbies. I'm going to have a capital letter for hobbies, and I'm going to underline my subheading. Generalisers are where you are going to think about generalising. Are we going to say everybody likes something, a few, some, and that's going to be your generaliser. So it's thinking of it almost on a bit of a scale. Okay, so you might have absolutely nobody likes something, so everybody does something. So I'm going to think about unicorns. Do they all like doing something? Do some of them? Do none of them? The majority? Minority? And thinking about what I can write about. So I've brainstormed some of my ideas, so hopefully you can too. So unicorns, that's what I'm writing about, so that's what I'm going to start with first, and I'm going to start with my capital letter for my sentence. Unicorns are, what type of creatures? How could I describe unicorns? I'm going to choose the adjective unique. Do you know what the word unique means? Unique means that they're all different, okay, and different to other creatures. So they're special, they're one of a kind. So unicorns are unique creatures. My generaliser this time is going to be the majority. Do you know what the majority means? It means that most, okay? So the majority of juveniles. Do you know what that word means, juveniles? It means young, so the children or the child unicorns, okay? So the majority of juveniles, or juvenile, maybe unicorns, I'm going to rub off my S, unicorns, attend, which means they go to, you attend Beach Grove, but the unicorns attend Sparkle School. Where they learn to fly. Obviously, I'm writing about a mythical creature. So unicorns are unique creatures. The majority, that's my generaliser, of juvenile unicorns attend Sparkle School, where they learn to fly. I'm going to say at weekends, and as my sentence starter, I'm going to have a comma after it. At weekends, I'm going to say most, and that's my generaliser. Most unicorns roller skate. Quite an exciting activity. I've never seen a unicorn do it, maybe you have. So at weekends, most unicorns roller skate. A few, do you know what few means? It means not very many, just a few, a handful of them, small amount. So a few adult, so the opposite of juvenile, a few adult unicorns. I wanted to write enjoy playing chess. And that's a board game. I'm not sure whether you've ever played it, but I learned to play it only last year, and I actually really enjoy it now. So a few adult unicorns enjoy playing chess, and a few is my generaliser. Then I've got all unicorns. I wanted to write avoid rainy days. Avoid means that you choose almost not to do something, so you stay out of doing it as best you can. Avoid rainy days outside because they prefer to stay clean. And obviously if they go outside on a rainy day, then they might get wet and possibly muddy depending where they go. So there, I've just written a short paragraph. I've only written 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sentences there. So hopefully you can write about 5 sentences of your own, concentrating on each sentence having a generaliser. From saying that all of them, all of the creature that you choose, or none of them, or a few of them, most of them, the majority of them, choosing a range of generalisers. Okay, you need to write 5 different ones at least. Okay, obviously my first sentence doesn't have one in, but I could put one in, or I could at least write another sentence where I have used 5. But I want to make sure that we've started each sentence with a capital letter and a full stop, trying to look carefully at spelling those words correctly, particularly if they are on our never heard grid before, that maybe we can incorporate some of those words into our writing. So choose a paragraph to write about, think about the creature that you wrote about the other day, and then try and write me lots of different sentences with those generalisers in. I'm really looking forward to reading them.